Hi everyone. Oh, I hate the sound of sirens so bad. So it's after winter. Spring is here and we still have a little bit of snow, but I'm going to show you guys our post-winter garden so that you guys can see now as I plant things, as things bloom and blossom and bear their fruit. Now, this doesn't look fabulous. It is a kiddie pool with tons of holes on the bottom for proper drainage, but that's where we do our compost. And in there goes grass. We put leaves, seaweed, and then of course our vegetable and eggshell compost. Oh, that's giving me anxiety. Hold on, guys. Whew, sorry about that. I had to shut the camera off because there must be an accident somewhere. Dear Lord, please help everybody involved, Lord. The people helping them and the people, whatever is going on. You guys, God knows that situation and you never know what you're going to walk into. Anyway, our yard is all fenced in. So when I come out, the girls come out and they have free reign of the backyard, which is a blessing. Now this garden here is about, I don't know, 6 feet by 3 feet maybe. This is our vegetable garden and that's it. Every single thing else in our garden is perennial fruit because that's what I can handle. It's very hardy fruit for our zone. It pretty much takes care of itself. All that I have to look after is the planting, making sure it gets watered when it's a baby. And other than that, nature and God looks after the rest. So this here is just our vegetable garden. Nothing is planted. And everything you're seeing, this was done in the fall last year. So there is fresh manure. We have compost in there. There's seaweed and soil. So that's prepared. And this little section here, this is perennial onion. And I think it was called like spreading onion or whatever. I forget honestly what it's called. But I see a weed. Ugh. So let me get it out. It's deeply rooted. Wow, look at the roots on that puppy. Yuck. It's not gross. I just mean there's poop in there, like manure. So I gotta wash my hands. But anyway, I don't wear gloves when I garden, and I see a couple more weeds there, which I'll have to take out. But this is our strawberry bed. This whole thing that you see. Now, these ones here are ready to fruit this year. They were brand new last year. They grew pretty nice and big, and all last year I plucked every single blooming flower. Coco's over there rolling in the leaves. Anyway, this year they're going to fruit. We're going to be able to eat them. They're going to be nice big strawberries. Beautiful. I got tips from a guy who does a strawberry U-pick. He was patient. He took time and told me how to plant them and how to take care of them to get the big crop. Now, this little section that you see from like right here to there, these were planted late fall. And most people who do strawberries know you don't plant late fall. I did. They survived the winter, guys. So all this summer, I'm going to have to pick from this section right here all of the flowers off, not let any fruit bloom, because that way it gives the roots a chance to really like get in there. And then you see things like this. So this one here is beautiful and healthy, but it's growing many, like there's a couple. Okay, well, there's this for sure. You know, the babies it's trying to grow, I have to cut those off because this new plant needs all the energy to go into the root system so that we can have big strawberries. Now, this section here, I need to work on this summer. I need to put in some good soil, and strawberries love sandy soil, not soil that holds a lot of moisture, but soil that's sandy, good drainage. And when I plant them, I took the advice of the strawberry U-pick guy. He said plant the roots sideways so they're like this. That way they're not going to be soggy if you get a lot of rain, because the rain will go down. But if you plant the root down like you do a normal plant, it has a chance of getting root rot. And I guess strawberries are prone to that. So I did what he said. Every one of my strawberry plants, the roots is planted sideways. Well, Paris, what are you doing, dear? She's seeing somebody. So anyway, this whole section I'll be working on this summer. So you guys will see me planting the new babies. And it's going to be a different variety of these ones. And then over here at the end, you guys see I have 3 pools. And I know it looks a mess now, but this is all going to come beautiful and come to life. And I was diligent at plucking all the white flowers last summer. So this year, these 3 pools are going to be fruiting beautiful, fat strawberries as well. So, like I said, it doesn't really look like much right now, but that's okay. It's going to be beautiful. And every time I plant something, I pray over it and ask God to bless it. And for the crops to be abundant over and above so that we can have some and that we're able to share and bless others with it as well. That's my goal. For me and my husband to be able to enjoy it, but for us to be able to give to my parents and just others, you know what I mean? Now these 4 tires, oh sorry, there's 5 here. They were free, so that's a blessing. These 2 are not going to be ready for probably 2 years because this type of compost takes a very long time to actually compost. This is beach sand, and I have, I planted beach, what was that called? String beans? There's such a thing as beach string beans. But anyway, after I read up on it, I decided whatever is in there, I'm plucking it all out. I'm going to use that as just to grow tomatoes or something. I'm going to leave the beach sand, but I'm going to put soil in and I'm going to do tomatoes or something like maybe green peppers or something. But I decided against the beach string beans. So these here are just a work in progress, but these 2 have the manure, they have compost and soil, and they're ready for this summer. So I'm going to be doing potatoes and something else. I don't know what yet. I have a diagram of how I want to do this miniature garden here, but I think it's going to turn out good. Last year, this garden, although it's small, I had every inch used and every single thing fruited, blossomed, produced. It was such a good harvest. The tomatoes were amazing. We grew tomatoes. We grew tons of yellow beans. My dad came down and helped. And then he told me every 2 weeks, come out here and plant new yellow beans. And you guys, we had yellow beans right up into the fall. The yellow beans kept, like, you know what I mean? If you plant your couple rows, wait 2 weeks, come out and plant a couple more, wait 2 weeks, plant more, and you get them all summer right up into the fall. See, there's some more snow. So, yeah. But we had tomatoes, tons of yellow beans, green onions, spaghetti squash. I feel like we had something else, but I kind of forget. Anyway, let's go over. Now, all of this space that's here now, we're still going to have the space where you can put the mower through, but I have 19 bushes ordered for this summer, and they're all things that produce fruit. Now, this is our hydrangea plant right here, so that's beautiful for the, what do you call it there? The bumblebees. I know this doesn't look pretty. The reason all the cardboard is down was to kill all the grass. That's the purpose. Anyway, this little circle here, my mom had given me some flowers and I had planted some, but it doesn't look like anything is there right now. So I don't know if they died or if it's just going to bloom later. We'll see. But either way, if they died, I'm planting more flowers to attract the bees and butterflies because that's what we want. Now this thing here, this is a Hipcas plant. This one and that one. And they're 2 different varieties because if you've never heard of a Hipcas plant, it is a hybrid plant and it's a mixture between a raspberry and a blueberry. So they grow kind of long. They're blue. They're very nutritious. They taste amazing. They have so many health benefits. You guys can look it up on Google. I think there's another name for them as well, but I don't know it. I just know it as Hipcas. And in order for them to produce the actual fruit, you need 2 different varieties, and that's what these are. So they survive the winter, and beautiful. Now in this, I had to put a fencing around it. It's gooseberry bushes, and they're very thorny, sharp thorns. So that's why I put my little fencing around it, because I don't want to walk by. Oh, Coco's having she's running in the yard, which is perfect. Anyway, that's why I have my little metal fence. But there's 2 gooseberry bushes. They produce, they're supposed to be the red. They go green first, and then they ripen and they're red, and they're supposed to be like a sweet berry about that big. And I got those from my mom, because she told me in her childhood she used to pick those. And then this over here, it doesn't look like much, but you're going to see the change and the life come to it this summer, guys, because right now the things look dead, right? That is a grapevine, and it's called purple candy grapes, but they have seeds. And when I tried it last summer, I'm telling you, all I got, it tasted sweet and delicious, but it was a waste because it was all seeds. A tiny grape, all of it was seeds. So I'm going to leave it for the birds and let the birds and the squirrels eat all those grapes, because they're for making wine, I guess. But I did order 4 seedless grape vines. So we're going to plant those this summer. And then over here, now I have 6 holes dug because I'm planting things there this summer. So right now it looks a mess. Right there is I'll show you guys. Right here, again, doesn't look like much, but this is our raspberries. And my friend has the most gorgeous garden. My dad also gardens, and he does a good job. She grows raspberries, though, and hers actually get a good amount of fruit. Mine was only getting enough fruit to fill 1 little teacup. Those little teacups? Not very much fruit, and she told me it's because I was never feeding it or putting any nutrients. So what I did is at the end of the summer, I took all the leftover grass compost and put it in, and then it fruited again. So that's what it's been lacking, the nutrients. So I'm going to take care of that this summer way better than what I ever did. Going to look after that. All right. Over here is our little blueberry patch. So I have 2 these blueberry bushes here. They're in a pool with good drainage. I have a couple wild strawberries growing. They're just the really, really tiny wild strawberries, but these blueberry bushes yield so much beautiful not wild blueberries, high bush blueberries. So they're fat blueberries. They're a little bit sour. My mom says they're sour. I think they're beautiful. She feels they're sour, but I love them, and so does my hubby. So last year we planted these 8 bushes. It's hard to see on the camera, but there's 8 babies here, and they fruited last year, and they survived the winter. They actually look very healthy and beautiful. Now, I don't know if you guys are seeing that in camera. It looks kind of dark. But anyway, so we have 10 high bush blueberry bushes. So we're going to have more than enough fruit for us and to share. And that's what we did last summer too. We shared everything. So, and then I have this to catch our water off the roof. And then this was broccoli, and it never turned to broccoli. It was like this weird thing. So I'm going to take all those out this summer. I'm probably going to plant flowers there. Some type of perennial flower that will come back every year. Like I said, this is our compost. It doesn't look great, but that's our compost. It's going to be nutrients for our garden for years, you know what I mean? Now this beauty here, again, that doesn't look like much, but it is. That's mini kiwis. They're grape-sized kiwis, and it's for our zone, our gardening zone. There's a male plant and a female. So with these little kiwis, you need both. You need the male and the female in order for them to fruit. Now this here, you guys, is something that we had made. last summer. And I'm gonna be planting 2 seedless grapes, like we're doing both sides. So one on one side, one on the other. And then a total of 4 thornless blackberry bushes on each side as well. 2 on here and 2 on there. So, and we made it big enough so that you could go through it nicely with the lawnmower. Like, this is really wide. We had it made 4 feet wide, and it's taller than me. I would say it's 6 feet high, and it's very sturdy. This is galvanized steel, and it's not going anywhere. It's not going to rust or anything. So anyway, it's going to grow up all along, and you can walk under it and pick the fruit. And then we can keep this for our path, so I won't be planting anything on here. Might put grass because it's all sand. So we used to have a bonfire in our backyard, so that's just all sand. But anyway, you guys, this is our beautiful garden, and I just thought that I would share that with you. So I hope you enjoyed, and you're gonna watch me garden. If you like the videos, you can watch how things bloom and grow and change. And like I said, I know what that looks like, but I'm probably going to leave the cardboard down this summer so that it's 2 summers with the cardboard, and then the grass should be good and dead, and then I'll throw out all the cardboard. But I just wanted to get rid of the grass that's around our bushes and stuff, and the weeds, so that we don't have to mow in that area. Now, I do have a bird bath that my hubby needs to... He put it in our garage, so we need to set that up, but I hope you guys enjoyed. Now, you guys, my friend Jacqueline has a beautiful deck, and they have theirs all set up. We have a huge deck in the back. We have a beautiful patio in the front, and it's such a blessing. Out back here, it's peaceful and private, and in the front, you get a lot of road traffic. But yeah, we have nothing set up whatsoever yet, but we will. We just store our main stuff here, and but you guys will also see me decorate the back deck, kind of like a vacation, because me and my hubby, we do not travel. For me, being away from home is very anxiety. Like, for me to have to stay away from home for one night, that's scary. Like, I need to be home and safe and with the girls, and so we make our home our haven. And out here, this is just a beautiful extra living space, and I'm so thankful for it. But yeah, I'll show you guys what this looks like when it comes to life as well.